Hello, my name is Dr. Eva Amwai. I'm a regulatory affairs pharmacist working in Sub-Saharan Africa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Here we will be learning about how to grow in your career without losing your values, without losing your faith, and without losing yourself. Welcome. My name is Eva Amwai, a regulatory affairs pharmacist working across Sub-Saharan Africa. Welcome to my channel. I have been in this industry for 16 years. 16 long years, you might say. But I created this channel to address the gap between healthcare and real life, right? I've been working in healthcare for a very long time. I started out as a pharmacist working in the government. Then I decided to move careers to work as a regulatory affairs pharmacist. Well, no one ever trains you to be a regulatory affairs pharmacist, but I'm happy these days I see a lot of courses, a lot of schools coming up with courses in regulatory affairs. And it's a gap that has been there for a very long time, and now it's being addressed. Let's talk about healthcare, let's talk about leadership, and let's talk about lifestyle. In this channel, you'll get the answers to the gap that exists between healthcare, medicines, doctors, and what really happens behind making the medicine, bringing the medicine to a country, what really happens during the registration process, and making the product available on shelf. You may be wondering why we are going to be talking about lifestyle in this channel, and I'm a regulatory affairs pharmacist. The answer is simple. Health systems are run by humans like me and you. Humans who experience burnout, and burnt out leaders make poor decisions. This channel stands on 3 pillars: health, leadership, and lifestyle. Let me tell you a story. I used to work as a hospital pharmacist. That's a few years after I graduated from pharmacy school. And I got used to the mbili mara tatu, giving out to patients medicines, going for the ward rounds, and looking at treatment sheets. But at some point, I needed more. I needed more to what I need to do. You know, sometimes you want to find your purpose. What is this thing that we're always being told? Your purpose. Find the true meaning of life, why you were put on this earth. And I think I found it in regulatory affairs. I worked double shifts just so that I could have time to learn how to do regulatory affairs and how to work in regulatory affairs. And I started off as a part-time regulatory affairs manager. As I grew in regulatory affairs, I also grew in my leadership, and soon I became a manager, and soon I became a team leader. And that is why healthcare and leadership to me is going hand to hand. For me, what the part I play in healthcare is ensuring that the product that is made, the innovation that has been done, reaches the patient in Accra, reaches the patient in Nairobi or Joburg. And my work is very fulfilling, just ensuring that a product is safely placed on the shelf or safely in someone's hands and they can use it. I ensure that the information on the product can be digested by the normal mwananchi. I ensure that the product is packed in a way that is accessible to the consumer. So I think that for me, placing a medicine in the right place at the right price at the right time, especially when the patient needs it, is what defines my work.
Leadership is a unique position for anyone, especially someone working in healthcare. For myself, bringing the journey back to me, I think leadership is a balance. It's a balance between performance, it's a balance between the culture, the politics, and to perform. I might say so. Have you ever been in the frozen middle? What we now call the frozen middle. You've been at the same position for very long. You're actually managing a team, but you can't find a way to move up. You can't find a way to scale up. Now, I feel that this is the channel for you if that's what you're experiencing right now. As a regulatory affairs pharmacist, I think the one major thing that I've learned in leadership is to influence without authority, because everyone you're meeting in every step of your work is actually not reporting to you. You might be going to health authorities, you might be influencing another department to give you something that you need for a submission. You'll also be needing to influence other departments to help you with documentation that you may need. And because these departments actually don't report to you, you need to have that influence without authority. The other thing that I've really seen, especially working with the public sector, is credibility. Both in the global sector and in the local sector, I feel that you need to be a credible leader for people to trust you. And therefore, leadership is not a title. It's the ability to move systems and people forward for you to achieve your objective. I've been asked before about being a high achiever and how I stay grounded. I feel like ambition and being grounded can coexist. I feel that success and spirituality can coexist. In this channel, we'll be talking about the balance between faith, boundaries, and identity, especially for us African women who are working in a very high pressure spaces in the corporate Africa.
If you work in healthcare, leadership, or corporate Africa, this channel is for you. Stay tuned.